When you see the picture, if only thing you can see is just the broad scheme of it. Photography makes you look inside out. And when you look inside out, it takes a different look. It looks totally different. And if you open yourself up to what you're looking at, it might even expose something in you.
Back in 2016-2017, Senior Services was engaged in an effort called Aging with Purpose. And we did several things. We did a community-wide survey which gave us a lot of data around what it's like to age in Forsyth County. At the same time, we were exploring several pilot efforts, bringing arts and creativity to people who really had not had access, and bringing people of all ages together to explore what that intergenerational connection would mean for all of them.
Yeah, I think that whenever people visit for the first time, I say it's a great building, it's beautiful, it's well made, the design is lovely and pleasing, but what really is behind it is the collaboration that so many organizations have come together to provide these special activities and services for the community, something that you can't find anywhere else. And so that really, to me, is the magical element of this space.
The first thing that you will see is the Main Street atrium. And so you'll see building facades, you'll see street lamps, you'll see park benches, plants, you'll hear birds singing, you'll see clouds in the sky. So visually, we're really looking to create this kind of magical space where intergenerational connection can happen both in a planned and very intentional way, but also in a very organic way.
Well, it's pleasant. You can just, like now I was sitting out in the hallway there and I look up at the sky, and it looked like the sky, and you could hear birds singing and chirping. It just makes you feel good. It relaxes you. I could just sit here all day.
The arts are an integral part of what's happening here at the Generation Center. That was intentional from the very beginning. So as you drive in, you see a beautiful mural that is at our 30th Street entrance. You see a beautiful 21-foot tall sculpture. You walk into the space and you see the creative elements that were part of the design of the building.
It's the tone of what is happening inside. Even if you are, not you're just driving around here or walking around, you look at this mural and you know what this place is about. And you see the artistic activities in the mural. You see people, you see seniors, children, and oh, that's something maybe I can do, or my uncle, or my aunt, or my friend, somebody can do here. And it also becomes like a landmark.
Our intention is that it is a welcoming landmark that will be visible on 30th Street as well as you enter the Generation Center, and help put the Generation Center on the map.
Regardless of the public art, the world itself would be a very great place if we didn't have arts. It invokes discussion, it invokes a sense of togetherness and a connection between them coming into the center, like for instance, them coming into this center, as well as what they experience there.
And I work in this art and medicine to help people be better or improve their health through art. I'm working here in a mural for the Hispanic League and in the Intergenerational Center for Art and Wellness, which is exactly what I do, art and wellness.
So here at Senior Services, we believe that everyone is creative. The arts are a critically important part of living a quality life. Just that chance to express yourself in ways maybe you've never had to, that chance to be together with other people who are sharing that common experience. Without the arts, our city, our community certainly would not be the place that it is. And then we have all of our partners. Sawtooth School for Visual Art, who's offering a variety of classes here on site. The 40 Plus Stage Company, bringing their productions into the theater space here, as well as offering acting classes for older adults. Authoring Action is helping older adults with creative writing and then with translating that into spoken word performances. And we've got dance opportunities. There are just tons of things that are happening here and will continue to happen into the future.
In photography class, I took a picture that took me back to when I was small. And it honestly made me, to a degree, relive and rethink what it was when I was small. But at the same time, I could see where we are now.
Thing I learned was how to hold the camera and how to focus on what I'm trying to take the picture of. I love taking like murals and nature. I just love the nature thing, the trees, the flowers. I love that. That's my thing, I guess. That's what I'll call it. That's my thing.
We began to see with those pilot efforts the magic that was created when arts and creativity were brought into people's lives. People who maybe had not had access, didn't realize they had a creative bone in their body. And so as we began to see that here locally and learned more about research that had been done really across the world around arts and creativity and the positive impact that it has in people's lives, we wanted to explore that further and expand those pilot efforts. And that began conversations that ultimately led us to this big idea of an intergenerational center for arts and wellness. Specifically as it relates to the Arts Council funding, we are fortunate to have used that funding for 3 public art installations here at the Generation Center. And they are the 30th Street mural. So as you come into the campus from the 30th Street entrance, you'll see this beautiful mural that was a community effort where we had 2 days of painting and had about 50 folks from across the community come and be part of that. Secondly, we've got a beautiful 21-foot tall sculpture that is entitled Blooming Together. And thirdly, a beautiful mural that's actually on the interior of the building in the dedicated space for the Hispanic League. All 3 of those projects, all public art, which simply could not have been possible without the ARPA funding from the Arts Council.
When we get to the golden years, especially when people fell out of the workforce, there is a loneliness that comes with it. People without strong social networks then become more sensible to have depression, develop Alzheimer's, and have more diseases that they will have if they're active. It has been proven that art can help with loneliness, even if you do it by yourself. In a center like this, then you're encouraged to have art with others. When you are doing something with your hands, when you're painting, drawing, doing pottery, then it gives your mind time to relax and time to connect.
When you talk about what sculpture would mean to me, and dealing with ancestry and so forth, it's like putting our footprint down and saying we were there.
I just think that people, they're going to identify the artwork and the place and the mission, and really our hope is that the sculpture does on some level embody the mission of the place, because that's our intention.
We launched the Creative Connections Capital Campaign in July of 2021 in the midst of COVID. Many would say probably not the best idea to launch a capital campaign and to begin construction of a 62,000 square foot community center. But we did it partially because we were on the campaign calendar and we needed to move forward. We were fortunate to receive some ARPA funding through a variety of sources: Forsyth County, City of Winston-Salem, the Arts Council grant. Without that funding, we could not have gotten to where we are so quickly. And that is that we have this beautiful new Generation Center that is complete. And due to ARPA funding and the success of our capital campaign, is also completely paid for. So what a tremendous gift to the community, supported by the community.
So it's not just a building, it's a vision. And I think that's what people really, what I really want people to know.
The Generation Center is here for you. I encourage you to come find your why.
Well, I've met quite a bit of friends They are very nice. Even the people that work here, they are very nice, pleasant to talk with. And it just made me feel like I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to help more.